Girls, please keep it down out there. I know you can hear me because I'm coming through the PA system. Bear with me. Let me just check the levels. Levels. Awesome. Okay. Are you gonna come to me? Good. Okay. We are live on YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm gonna hit record on this, and we are now recording.
Awesome. How are you today, Russell?
I'm well. Are you live?
Oh, hang on.
What?
I can't believe I didn't press
holiday brain.
I've got holiday brain. Hello. If you don't know me, my name is Tracy Cook. I am with
Russell.
We are recording live from DRN1, and today we're talking about eating for a healthy headspace because since I've come back from Orlando, the diet was kind of Jack Daniels and a steak. I wasn't really keto on holidays, and I've come back with a bit of holiday brain, and my body's all over the place. My headspace is all over the place. So I thought today would be a really good topic about how your diet and how your wellness, hi Chris, thanks for joining us, how your diet and how your headspace can really impact the way you actually carry out your daily duties, how
Yeah.
you carry on and how you bounce back. Because I'm finding it hard to bounce back because
Well,
I
it's the
gave
jet
this
lag.
old body a bit of a beat up.
The stories you've told me, I am not surprised. Like I've got to say, like impressed. Like you came back and you're vibrant. I said to you when you walked in the door, I was like, oh, I didn't even recognize you there. I thought you were a teenager. I thought you were one of Abby's friends. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, no, you've been up. Wild. That's what I will say.
We've been up to a bit of no good. So Wednesday night, I got back to Perth from Orlando. And we went there for a 3-day social media summit. It was absolutely amazing. We had the reality show winner announced on stage. There was heaps of 6 and 7 figure earners there. It was entrepreneurs. It was lots of learning, guest speakers. We had Hank Norman there as well, who is a director. He has been a producer on The View. He's the success behind Mel Robbins, Grant Cardone. And he was one of the guests amongst many others. Kim Garth, social media influencer, Danelle Delgado, the list just goes on. And a really big thanks to Ray and Jessica Higdon. They put on the 3-day social media summit and it was friggin' awesome.
Oh, this sounds great.
It was
I wish
awesome.
I was there.
But Nana was a bit naughty.
Oh,
On the
that's
plane
okay.
ride over on nothing like getting a lot of high fives down the aisle of the plane while you're drinking Jack Daniels on the way over.
I'm
Totally
shocked.
non-keto.
I am
non-keto.
absolutely
They cut me
shocked.
off.
I'm really shocked that you did that. Like, it's not the Tracy I know. Like, it's like
Holiday, Tracy.
we so have to go away. Road trip from WA to New South Wales.
DRN1 road trip. You won't survive.
No, I won't. That's the problem.
Arms in roll. We'll pick him up on the way back.
I'll be like, bye.
Hi, Jan. Hi, Steve. How you going, Spike? But the context of why I went to Orlando, and we stayed in an amazing villa with 6 other women. We were very fancy. And the things that I learnt and the things that I wanted my body to do and the mental space that I needed to be in to be able to absorb all this goodness, to be able to process all of the guest speakers. We were sitting in a circle at the resort one day and we're doing a mastermind. We're going deep into why we do things, quantum physics, the law of attraction. It was deep conversation.
Wow.
It was deep conversations.
Law of attraction.
The law of attraction.
That sounds like some love dating advice.
But that's what I base everything on, the law of attraction. That's what I base every single thing that I do. I think, what vibe am I giving out? What kind of audience am I trying to attract? What kind of message am I trying to convey to people? I really struggle with this sometimes.
Yeah.
And I really want to, you know me, Russell, I want to give value. I want to serve others. I want to impact the world. So when I actually do a live or a post, I put a lot of thought into it because I really want to add value to the other person. And sometimes it is hit and miss, but I really want to deliver education and information that is going to help you in your everyday life. Now, sometimes that's really easy. I'm like, oh, this is a hot topic at the moment. I'm going to talk about that. And I get heaps of comments and feedback and messages. And other times I just get like spin effects and crickets.
Oh, yeah.
And I might think, oh, my God, this topic is red hot right now. I'm going to do something about it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to impact so many lives. People are going to get so much information out of this. And then, like, there's nothing there. I'm like, spin effects, crickets.
Yeah. and that happens to everyone. Like, it's not just you that it happens to, but it happens to me. And it just happens. And it's so much about your headspace.
Yes.
Like, have you noticed? Like, well, at least I've noticed my headspace works better at nighttime than daytime.
Yep.
And that's when I want to go to sleep, is at night time, not during the daytime. So
I actually leave a book and a pen next to my bed, and I call it my brain dump because I have my best freaking ideas at 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake up and I go, oh, and I actually write it down.
yeah,
Sometimes I wake up and I read it and I go, elephants. That was obviously really relevant to something or some message I needed to say today,
yeah,
what it is. So now I've had to kind of decipher my writing when I
yeah.
wake up in the morning because the best ideas,
Comes at night time.
and there's a scientific theory to that, is when you're in rest mode or repetitive eye mode, your wiring. Now, look, I'm not a scientist. I'm not, uni educated or anything, but there is a scientific, and we were talking about this in Orlando as well, a scientific theory to it about when you're actually in rest state, your subconscious actually comes through and gives you clearer objectives, something like that.
It's really is interesting. Like, look, I can only tell you my personal experience about doing a business from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
The ideas keep coming. Some ideas are crap. I'm not gonna lie there. Some ideas need a bit more finesse to be perfect, or nothing is perfect.
Nothing is perfect.
And from
failing forward.
Yeah,
Failing forward is awesome.
Look, we've lost some shows, we've gained some shows, we've got some great shows coming, but it's keeping your headspace and in a good headspace. It's something that, like, last week, everything went wrong last week, and I just felt depressed. I felt down. I felt angry at myself. I'm like, going, you can't do this. You are basically worthless. That was what my head was thinking.
Yeah.
And this week, we have a show called Vibrations, which is all about creating opportunity and new waves, forward thinking, and what you can do to other people and the opportunities you can be to other people.
Yep.
So, and they're like, there's some sayings on the wall now. I'll only say the saying that I know off by heart. It's, when you're down, look around, see what you have created, be proud, and it's basically all about positive reinforcement. You have to be positive, or reinforce your positive subconscious mind.
Yep.
Otherwise, you are going to be in the dump, and
Headspace.
you need to. I do believe in positive affirmations, because if you are positive, and look, there's one thing to be positive, and then there's one thing to go over the top positive. I think you've got to be realistic about it.
Definitely.
How positive you are. Like, if you're I don't know, how do I Tracy, help me out here.
Okay, so it's all about headspace. Now, because I'm such a firm believer in the law of attraction, then you can't be upbeat and positive every single moment of the day. It's totally unrealistic. But if you wake up and take action straight away, if you wake up and smile straight away, that sets the precedent for the rest of the day. Now, when you're in a really good headspace, you can process things more naturally. You can be the best version of yourself. You can project an image and create such an energy to attract other people to you that are like-minded.
Yeah.
So if you're around negative people, and they're going, you can't do that, you're not worthy, don't be ridiculous, it's a scam, you're going to get suckered in, you're going to get ripped off. If you're around that kind of circle, then you're not in a friendship circle, you're in a cage. And so you need to get out of that cage. And I done a post about this the other day. You need to get out of that cage. You need to get into another circle that has got a better headspace, that is going to be encouraging, supportive, empowering, and give you positive thoughts and positive affirmations. And you need to add things into your daily lifestyle. You have to action that. You have to add things into your daily lifestyle, like a good diet regime or wellness regime will definitely increase your energy, help you sleep better, improve your concentration, and, as you guessed it, will keep a healthy headspace. So when you're implementing all of these little factors into your everyday life, that is a recipe for success, no matter what it looks like for you.
Yeah.
Now, this is tested and tried, food for your mood almost. So when you think of improving your mental health, you may not think about changing the food you eat. So you might just think, I'm really depressed, I'm really tired, my friend circle's really getting me down. But not a lot of us pull ourselves back and go, well, what am I eating? Am I exercising? Have I got a stress relief? Am I sleeping good? How does my energy attract other people to me?
Yeah.
So just by changing a few things in your diet, increasing your water intake, because that will actually make your brain function, remove any brain fog. So even when you're driving with the kids in the car, you know, that could change your day.
Do you know that? Okay, talking about again. No, I'm trying not to side topic here because I while you're away, guess what happened?
What?
A lady came over on the freeway and pushed me into the barrier on the middle of the freeway. My car's
What?
fine. Yeah, my car's fine. Like, and I didn't hit her, but I
Oh my
literally,
God.
yeah. But you're right about water.
Yeah.
Water, like, I used to drink a lot of, and when I say I used to, I still drink a lot of Coke, and clearly my energy drinks are definitely keeping me awake.
Don't have energy drinks.
Well, this is the thing. I have changed my
Hi, Ray.
my diet, water intake diet, in the last 2.5 weeks to
Yep.
filtered water. So I
Yep.
don't drink tap water no more.
Yep.
I drink filtered water from one of our advertisers who comes and brings it in to the office.
Yep.
And yes, I felt crap yesterday and the day before and they said you're gonna feel crap before you start feeling better. But today I woke up and I was like, I've got energy. Which is like, oh, and you're gonna have the massive diarrhea that you're gonna have, which happened yesterday. And I'm like going, great, thanks a lot. You're gonna,
This is a side topic.
but no, but
Okay.
But no, seriously,
Yeah.
it is what you
It's
drink.
removing all the
and-
waste and the toxins.
Yeah, what? Let's.
So eating well can improve your headspace.
Yeah.
It can change your overall view of everything. So it can help you get a better night's sleep, can give you more energy, it can improve your concentration, it can make you less likely to crave foods or drinks with high sugar, salt or fat. Now, ever since I've been on my wellness plan with my supplement, I haven't been craving sugars, breads, or anything like that, apart from losing a whole lot of weight, which makes me feel friggin' awesome.
And you look good.
Thank you. I was going to tell myself that, but I'm glad you did, Russell. And 11 kilos in 12 weeks is pretty awesome. And I did give myself grace and have a week off, and I did have a few little bready and sugary things while I was away in Orlando because I was on holiday. So normally I would eat keto while I'm on holiday, but I gave myself grace.
Well, it's also important for your body to have a break of your normal diet anyway, because then it's able to go, oh, this is not normal, this is not what I'm normally eating. And then when you go back to your diet, it's kind of like a fasting kind of thing where it can burn through whatever it doesn't need.
And it just really confirmed that the wellness thing that I am on, hi Jan, and it really confirms that the wellness plan that I'm on, the supplements that I am on, are really serving my body for the good, because after having a week of having Jack Daniels and steak and bread and coffee and my sugar and all the bad things, I feel like crap when I came back. I come back on Wednesday night and I feel like crap. So now I'm back into my water intake. I'm back into my keto. I'm back into my supplements and my wellness plan. No more breads and sugars. And it's only today I'm starting to feel a little bit better, because taking a week after you've been treating your body so well and your headspace so well, I really found a week of having party food and party drinks. It has affected me. So now it's to jump back on to the bandwagon and get my body and mind back in sync again. And I was reading up on, just getting a healthy headspace, getting to a point where you can have such a creative, positive headspace that it can help you stay active. And like I said, improve your sleep, give you more energy, manage your stress. How many of you are feeling stressed and haven't even thought to look at your diet, your high fats and sugars?
Yeah.
That can, if you change your diet, you can actually change the way you think, manage your stress. And all it does is starting with keeping a healthy headspace. And a lot of people that suffer from depression and anxiety, there is one lady that has given a testimonial. Now, let me read her testimonial, because this is
Go for it.
really a lot of people are suffering anxiety and depression. So it says, I suffer from depression and anxiety. A few years ago, I visited a clinician who recommended I start exercising to help with my mental health. So even just walking your dog around the block every day, I do, it gets rid of that excess stress. It creates energy and movement, which creates a good energy vibration, and it reduces stress just by going around the block or walking your dog once a day.
Yep.
It's a huge mood enhancer.
We'll blame that one on jet lag, eh?
Yeah, that's jet lag. We'll blame that on the jet lag. And she also goes on to say, I had always been active when I was young, but feeling depressed and low on energy had stopped me. Now, if you would like the fact sheets to this, please message us at the station or go to my website, www.tracyleecook.com, and have a look through the blogs, because I'll be uploading this afternoon. These are some fantastic tips. Now, I really wanted to go into sleeping well for a healthy headspace, because I didn't get much sleep when I was away in Orlando.
Well, that's because you were partying.
We were partying. We were at a 3-day media summit. We was intake, brain overload, mastermind sessions. And although we had a little bit of R&R, then we were still clicking over. Even when you go to bed, you're like processing the day, you're brain dumping, you're writing into your notebook, you're recalling things. And on that 16-hour flight home, you're tired as you're in your sleep pillow, but you're still ticking over. What can I implement into my business? How can I be a better person? How can I impact the world and give back to the community?
Oh, absolutely.
And it all starts with headspace. So get your water intake, get your diet or your wellness plan in order, and your brain will function better. You'll be able to project a better image and be a better version of yourself and attract like-minded people. Hi, Natalie. How are you? And that all starts with headspace. Now, I wanted to delve in really quickly so I don't bore you all. We are on DRN1. You'll be able to find everything on DRN1 for the Health and Wellness Show, and on the Tracy Lee Cook website. You can subscribe. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Now, I wanted to delve really quickly into sleep and your mood, because last night I came home, because I got back Wednesday night. I work full-time as a job coach for the government, and I worked Thursday and Friday. I was on the nod on the drive home on Friday night, which is not good at all.
Do not drive tired.
No, do not drive tired. I only just got home and I really scared myself. So I thought this was a really good topic. It's a really good topic to share. And it all starts with diet and headspace. And I had a shower, had some dinner last night, and by 7 o'clock I was in snore land. And I didn't wake up till this morning and actually feel better. So sleep and your mood. Good sleep is like a mental health superpower. Yeah. And when you get enough sleep, it's easier to manage your emotions. You have more patience, especially with a teenager in the house. You have a bit more patience, and that will impact the community when you're standing in line at the grocery store or the FPOS machine or whatever it is. Yeah. That will actually impact your community and your family as well when you've got more patience, and you deal with stressful situations better. So you're not more likely to explode or rant or snap, and that will have an impact on your relationships. Also, you reduce your risk of mental health challenges in the future. So if you're younger, then that getting a good night's sleep is strategically important for your body to be able to manage, function, and have patience to be able to resolve problems.
Oh, absolutely.
It overcomes so many objections, and it's so common to struggle with sleep.
Yeah.
Do you struggle with sleep,
Definitely
Russell?
on hot days, cold nights, like
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah.
I've got a habit now of putting my feet out of the blankets so that my body temperature is nice and cool.
That's awesome. Do you turn your pillow over so you got cold on your
Yes,
pillow? That's
and
my thing.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and it's just like.
Yeah. My husband bought me bamboo pillows.
Yeah.
They are the best memory foam pillows ever. They're my pillows.
They're
Nobody
really good.
else's.
They are really good until someone else uses them.
Yeah, like my dog.
Yeah. Because trust me, I know. I got them myself. Look, that's a whole new topic. We should do a sleeping topic. A sleeping show.
Yep, definitely.
Not being asleep.
Yeah, by not being asleep. But sleep it's so common to struggle with sleep. That's because your sleep can be affected by many other things. The food you eat, definitely. To feeling worried or anxious.
Yep.
That can, when we try to go to sleep and we're worried about something, that eats us up, right? And even using your phone before bed. That is naughty.
Guilty of that one.
I'm guilty sometimes of that. So I have a thing called action before reaction. So I don't look at my phone first thing in the morning. I get up, I have a shower, I eat breakfast, I exercise my dog, then I'm dressed, I'm ready to take on the day, I'm ready to react to things. Now that is a willpower thing. That is really, really, you do it, don't you? I can tell by the look in your face.
Yeah, I go straight because my phone goes off and then I pick it up and the first thing I check is my emails.
Yep.
And then based on the emails, I either go back to bed or I get up. And it's like if there's bills, I go back to bed.
Yeah. But it's so important to have action before reaction because then you're mentally prepared for the day. You've either exercised, you've eaten, your brain can adapt to different things that you see on your phone, whether it's Facebook, emails, bills, because we all use our phone, well, majority, I'm guessing, use our phone for an alarm clock. So we look at it, we turn the alarm off, and then the first thing a lot of people do is check their Facebook or their emails or something like that.
YouTube.
So YouTube, yep. So you're having reaction before action.
Yeah.
And that can impact your mental health.
Yeah.
100%. And since I've started applying that to my everyday life, I've seen a huge shift in productivity and mental health and happiness. 100%. Just try it for 2 weeks. Don't look. I've got a challenge for all of our listeners.
Okay, what's the challenge?
Okay, challenge on. Have a action before reaction. Don't look at your phone. Don't check your email. Don't check Facebook. Don't check Instagram. All that media stuff until you are up, showered, breakfast, exercised, whatever, for at least half an hour, and then check your phone. And you will find a shift in your mental health, your shift in productivity, and a shift in reactions.
Do you know the funny thing is? I'll give it a go.
Give it a go.
And I'll report next week.
Report next week.
How's that?
Yep, that challenge on.
Because knowing me, I'll fail.
No, you won't. You won't fail. Just try it for a week. Honestly, it will change you. Now, when I was away, then I was out of my normal routine and I was grabbing my phone straight away and checking everything.
Yep.
Okay? So I was checking everything while I was away because I was in that kind of,
and
learning
you wanted
bubble.
to. Yeah, you wanted to.
I wanted to. I wanted to see what everyone's up to the night before. I was curious.
Well, we're more interested
or to see if there was any
doing.
photos of me from the night before that I didn't remember. One of those things.
Hey, well, what happened in the US stays in the US, remember?
And
Poor Ray.
side note, we were in this downtown Orlando bar steakhouse and we're watching the UFC fight. So there was Claire from New Zealand, me from Perth, there was a redneck, there was literally called himself a redneck, so I'm allowed to, and a African American. Now it sounds like a really bad joke. And that was one of the best nights I had in Orlando. It was just absolutely fun.
Yep.
We shared stories. The stories were powerful. And it was absolutely awesome. But now, getting back to mindset, getting back to your diet is crucial to your productivity. So if you're feeling anxious, depressed, not like yourself, you've got brain fog, you need to look at your diet. So some tips I'm giving you today is about sleep. We'll start with sleep.
Go for it.
But really, really look at your sleep. Now, I'm not going to hold you all up too long today because I want you to have action before reaction. Now, it's common to struggle with sleep. That's because your sleep can be affected by so many things, from the food you eat to feeling worried or anxious, and even your phone before bed, like we just covered. So how much is enough? How much is enough sleep? So if you're aged between 12 and 17, then about 8 to 10 hours is ideal. And most teenagers sleep because they're going through that growth phase. So they like to sleep and they grow while they sleep. And it's really hard to get teenagers out of bed before 12.
Yeah.
We remember them days, don't we?
We do indeed.
We remember them days. I'm sleeping. I don't want to mow the lawn.
But you get forced to get out.
Oh, I know. And 18 to 25-year-olds should try getting 7 to 9 hours sleep.
Okay. So they don't get 10 hours. They lose an hour.
And keep in mind that different people need slightly different amounts of sleep. But sleep is incredibly important to support your mental health, more than what you actually think it is. So sleep, water intake and diet, a wellness plan, cut out your carbs and sugars, cut out your energy drinks, reduce the amount of coffee that you actually have. Good morning, Sally. Thanks for joining us on DRN1. Now, here's how those Z's can improve your headspace. They can give you more energy, improve your memory, attention, and concentration, make you less likely to crave unhealthy snacks. 100%. 100%. And help you better deal with stressful situations. Now, I'm not an expert, but I implement these healthy habits into my daily routine. And ever since I have, I'm mid-50s and I was rocking it on the dance floor, out drinking, partying for a whole week in Orlando. And it's all because I had a healthy headspace. It's all because I had a good wellness plan, which for a week I kind of let slide. But without a wellness plan, without increasing your water, without having concentration, your anxiety and your depression will elevate, and that's what we don't need. We don't need that at all. So those are some tips for a healthy headspace. Go to DRN1 or have a look at www.tracyleecook.com for more information. And I'm really grateful to bring that value to you today. And I hope you have got some tips from that.
Yeah, so head over to tracyleecook.com. That's www.tracyleecook.com. And please subscribe to the podcast. That's how we know that you want this show. That's how we know that you like the show. And also, if you are on Facebook, say hi. And if you want to watch Tracy on her Facebook, just search. Tracy, do you have a link on your website to your Facebook page?
I can put. Yes, I do.
You do. You're going to say, okay. Well, you click on the link, and you can follow Tracy. She does amazing live videos. I have been watching the last few since she got back, and I'm going to say, well done, because I was imagining you'd be like, I don't do these videos, but no, you. Oh, but I just had unplugged my headphones. So Everything. So basically, look, if you want to catch Tracy Lee Cook's show, it airs on Tuesdays here at DRM1. Otherwise, you can listen to the podcast version at drm1.com. But yeah, thanks, Tracy.
Not a problem. If you would like to see any topics, if you would like to get
In
a
contact.
guest spot
Yep.
on the show with me, please reach out because I would love to feature a guest on my next show.
Yeah, so if you're a health, wellness person,
if you grow organic vegetables, if you have organic chickens, I want to talk to you.
yeah.
I love that stuff.
You like organic chickens, do you?
I like organic chickens.
Okay. What about ducks? Have you had duck eggs?
I haven't had duck.
You haven't had duck
I
eggs?
haven't had duck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Duck egg is better than chicken eggs.
Oh, I have. On another radio station. Okay, I'm going to make this really
Go
quick.
for it.
On another radio station about 20-ish years ago, they put 4 people into a van and
They kidnapped them.
we were locked inside a Winnebago van, and it was the Ozzy Osbourne family. You know when Ozzy Osbourne was on the reality show? It was Meet the Osbournes. I was cast as Sharon Osbourne.
Yep.
So they used to take us out and do challenges with us every day. We had to one day record a song as part of a Rocker Stedford on stage. We had to build a cot. We had to have a dog wash. We were the dog. You get the idea. And actually, Natalie would remember this because Natalie came to see the finale on stage at Metro's. And I was fully goth back then. Black's still my favourite colour.
Well, it suits you.
And one of the challenges was to eat a duck egg. And I'm like, yeah, I can eat a duck egg. You know, I didn't actually realise that it was a fully formed duck. It's like an Asian delicacy. So it's a big duck egg and it's a fully formed duck. It's got bones, feathers, beak, eye. I've bitten into it, seen that I've eaten half a duck, vomited. Their ratings went through the roof.
Yep.
Because they were filming back then as well. And it's a very prominent radio station in Perth. And it was the worst thing that I could have ever done because when I'm chewing it, I could actually, Natalie says, oh, my God, I so do. Natalie remembers that. It was Meet the Osbournes. It was like 20 years ago. Bloody funny. Oh, yeah, for you, Nat. It was bloody funny for you, Natalie.
That's look, I'm not meaning a duck egg. I'm talking about actual
duck.
And
well, I've eaten their baby. I might as well eat them.
No, but, so we have ducks on our at mum and dad's house, and we get duck eggs where they're not fertilized duck eggs, like they're not baby making duck eggs.
Not baby making duck eggs.
You know what I mean?
Duck eggs.
Duck eggs. They're duck eggs. They're not the ones that have the ducks inside the duck eggs.
Overthinkers Anonymous here.
I know. But no, sure. Like they make the best scrambled ducks with bacon. Like duck eggs is more protein as well. It's a lot higher protein than chicken. And how did I find that out? Not Google. No, my doctor told me. My doctor actually told me that duck eggs are actually more protein. And definitely if you like, you make boiled duck eggs, you can make fried duck eggs, you can make scrambled duck eggs, you can make whatever you want. But if you protein powder, I don't know if you take protein powder.
No.
I do because I don't eat that much. So I put duck egg in the protein powder, and so it gives that higher protein.
Tip.
So
Helpful tip. So if you would like to appear with me on the DRN1 broadcast as one of my guests, and if you've got something really helpful to bring value to our audience, I would love to feature you as a guest on our show.
Awesome. Well, this has been the Tracy Lee Cook Show. Tracy, do you want to take it out?
I do. Stay tuned. We do have more. Please go to DRN1 or the website tracyleecook.com for more value. And I believe in you.
This has been a Radio Media production 2019. For more shows like this, head over to radiomedia.com.au and thanks for watching.
Awesome.
Dunsky.
shoelace drawn. I tried to speak, you'd already gone.
Some fight for fun, some fight for the game. And I had no choice but to act the same. A schoolgirl's pride meant so much to me. And all I want is them to let you be.
If I could, I would spell for you. If I could, I would speak for you. If I could, I would love for you. If I could, I would run for you. I wanted to tell you, kids aren't all the same.
They're not all the same.
And as I watched you cry, I felt so ashamed.
I was so ashamed.
You're coming into my office now. I remember the words about sticks and stones, but names to hurt when you're on your own. Sticks and stones might break your bones.
Names won't hurt you.
Sticks and stones might break your bones.
But names won't hurt you.
If I could, I would spell for you. If I could, I would speak for you. If I could, I would love for you. If I could, I would run for you. You gotta keep your courage up.
And names won't hurt you. Sticks and stones might break your bones.
You gotta keep your courage up.
And names won't hurt you. Sticks and stones might break your bones.
You gotta keep your courage up.
And names won't hurt you.
Revolution. If you've been impacted by sickness and you want to experience some life, good health, and you want it organically, call the Kangen Revolution. Try some Kangen water today for yourself. Nathan's number is 0474 230 195.
We revolutionise your life, starting with the water that you drink. Water to optimise your mind, body and soul.
That number again is 0474 230 195.
The Kangen Revolution provides you with the best water on the planet to activate your cells for superior health. Be happy, be healthy and be free. The Kangen Revolution. The Kangen Revolution.
If you've been impacted by sickness and you want to experience some life, good health, and you want it organically, call the Kangen Revolution. Try some Kangen water today for yourself. Nathan's number is 0474 230 195.
We revolutionise your life, starting with the water that you drink. Water to optimise your mind, body and soul.
That number again is 0474 230 195.
The Kangen Revolution provides you with the best water on the planet to activate your cells for superior health. Be happy, be healthy and be free. The Kangen Revolution.
I always let the day slip away. I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up, took it all in, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know you can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. I feel the gravity pulling me faster than it ever has before. Pictures on the floor, but I hear everything telling me you don't have the time, you gotta go. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. 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 All the years, all the issues, all the eyes I have looked into, the stages and the love all comes rushing back at once. Days slip away, I should have been making up my mind. I never opened up, took it all in, and now I'm running out of time. Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know you can't change the past, way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back,
yesterday's clothes. Didn't get any rest today, just kept my eyes on the road. You look so restless when you sleep. What is in your dream? I wish that I could see. I've been wondering, would you sleep better without me? I've been wondering, would you sleep better without me? Aching, eyes awash, thighs burning from car seat vinyl too hot. If I was a winner, I'd have won you back quicker, but I am a runner-up, and I might as well have lost and have been left wondering, would you sleep better without me? I've been wondering, would you sleep better without me? Well, I guess the best that I could do is text you when I'm feeling blue, missing you, wondering what the hell I'd do if I knew you sleeping better without me. Be strong. All the best songs are sad. I'm thinking about my dog. I'm missing my dad.
Stop the rain, 'cause I feel like I'm drowning rain, 'cause I feel like I'm drowning again. I need the pain to remind myself I'm close to the end. I've been washed away by the ones who know the shit that I've done. Come stop the rain. I'm feeling like this storm never ends. I'm feeling like this storm never ends. I'm feeling like this storm never ends. Yeah, I remember good times. Guess I shouldn't complain. If I could go back in time.
Hello, everybody. What's this? What's this? Welcome back to Qua. What's this?
She's
We have a theme today.
We have
Can
a
you
theme.
guess?
Gee, I don't know what it is. Pretty crazy, right?
Pretty cray.
We are doing a Tim Burton episode because it's so close to Halloween. Ookie spooky time.
Spooky, scary skeleton. It's spoopy.
Oh my lord. So I'm Rachel and that's Sage, unfortunately.
You sound like you're regretting my existence.
No, me?
Never.
No, why would I do
No.
that? You? No. Yes. So we are going to be talking about Tim Burton today. Now,
Now, there are two things that we're going to be discussing. Well, one primarily and one if we get time. The first thing we're going to be discussing is a wide theory of are all Tim Burton movies connected?
okay.
Which I think it can be. Some of them might be a bit more of a stretch.
I feel that. Like Sweeney Todd. How are you going to, It could.
It could. Because, I
Kinda.
mean, it's not like it's supernatural or anything.
True.
But then again, the supernatural is in his movies.
yeah,
quite
that's
a
very
bit.
true.
And then the second question is we'll focus on Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh.
Because that's such a good movie.
it is.
It used to terrify me as a child. And
Really?
we'll discuss how we think they all died.
Tim Burton didn't make Coraline, did he?
No.
No, that's what I thought.
It's a common misconception.
Who made it?
I'm not quite sure. But whoever did, he's great. Because it's based on a book, I'm pretty sure.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Hold on, let me just turn my chair around. Here we go. So our first question is, how are all the Tim Burton movies connected? Sage, you have more knowledge of Tim Burton than I do, probably.
Probably. Well, okay, it was Henry Selick.
I don't know.
I'm
who
going to get
that
up a
is.
list of Tim Burton movies so I make sure I cover them all.
Well, I know there's Nightmare Before Christmas, and I know there's
Because here's the thing.
Corpse Bride.
Yeah, Corpse Bride. Because here's the thing. Tim Burton, did he direct Night Before Christmas?
He helped.
I know he
make it.
helped with it, but I can't remember if
I
he
think
actually
he directed it. Maybe I know he was like the inspiration
Oh
behind
my
it.
god, he did one of the Batman movies.
Yeah, how do you not know that? He did the one with George Clooney.
It was the one with George Clooney.
Yeah, with the little
The
the
little nipples.
Yeah. That was like, why? What? I don't know. That's an
Okay,
interesting
well,
choice.
some of his most popular movies, of course, is Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride,
Yep.
Nipple Batman, Beetlejuice, the live-action Alice in
He
Wonderland.
did Beetlejuice.
Apparently,
Say it one more time.
Beetlejuice.
Oh hell yeah! And I just pulled out.
Is he
my
going to
mic.
appear? Beetlejuice.
Hey everybody, it's me. I'm Beetlejuice.
I'm not
Actually,
quite
the
sure if he
musical's
worked on
pretty
it or
good.
directed it, so I'm going to check that really quickly.
I think he. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him if he like directed it. Honestly,
Oh yeah, obviously.
yeah, for sure. So, was Uma Thurman in the Tim Burton Batman as Poison Ivy?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Damn, he got
Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
George
yeah.
Clooney one, yep.
And he had
Because you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, frozen, icy. I freaking love that.
Yeah, he did direct Beetlejuice, according to Wikipedia.
Oh,
Because it's such a reliable source.
Oh, for sure.
Skip a doo, but welcome back to Qua. I only sing it because
Lord.
it annoys the hell out of her.
Good lord.
Oh, dear sweet Mary, Mother Jesus.
Oh my days. All right, what else did he direct?
Jesus criminy.
Chimney Criminy.
He also did Frankenweenie, obviously, Edward Scissorhands and Sweeney Todd, and those are his
Main
those
sort
are
of.
his main ones. Oh, obviously, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Dark
Oh, yeah.
Shadows. Dark Shadows was such a good movie.
That was so cool though.
He's working on Dumbo, the new Dumbo movie.
Oh.
Oh, that's going to be a dark movie.
Oh No, isn't that got Danny DeVito in it? Isn't that already out?
Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, neither did I.
He worked on 9. Oh my god, that movie terrified me.
What?
It's a movie called 9, and it's kind of about this scientist. I can't remember. I was so young when I watched it. Yeah, I was
Right.
9 years old. And he like puts his different parts of his personality into these woolen dolls.
Wait. Oh.
And there's like the big monster thing
Yeah,
chasing
yeah,
them and
yeah, yeah.
everything for some unknown reason.
It's like all stop
It's like-
animation. He wears like a little thingo.
yeah.
Yeah. He's like oh, that's strange. I do not.
There's a Beetlejuice too. What the?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Shim and the creme and the. I think we're going to talk about how a lot of his stop animations connect together.
Oh, apparently it's in the possibly in the works now.
The Beetlejuice musical is fan freaking tastic.
Oh my god, I know.
It's so good. I like the music in it, the choreography, the costumes, the makeup. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do yourself
he
a
did
favor.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter as well. That's one of my favorite movies.
I have not seen that because I don't
See,
watch
it's-
trash movies. I'm joking.
Funny. It's one of those movies where the book and the movie are really different, but it works.
Oh.
Because the thing is, the book, it's also one of my favorite books. It doesn't have a clear villain. And you know, movies, they always have a clear villain. In the book, it was more just like vampires. So the fact that they implemented a real villain to focus around, they did it so well.
Okay.
And it is probably one of the only book to movie adaptations I like.
So Abraham Lincoln, like the
Vampire.
president.
Yeah.
The president.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. No, seriously. Seriously. It is amazing. I know
Okay.
it sounds so
Wait.
far-fetched.
Who plays Abraham Lincoln in the movie?
Oh, I can't remember, but he's a real cutie. Trust me.
Abraham
Just-
Lincoln? What a hottie.
No. When you see him, you'll understand.
Uh-huh.
His name is Benjamin Walker. Have you heard of him?
Let me see his face. I'm terrible with actors' names most of the time.
Okay, well, his headshot that they're showing looks
It's just
ugly,
not.
so-
It's just not.
It
doing
doesn't do
good.
him justice.
Like, oh my god. Speaking of doesn't do him. Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
He's adorable. He's not hot. He's adorable.
I guess.
What?
Not my type. I'm sorry.
Nearly everything isn't your type.
Whoa.
You're into barbarians, and that's it.
No.
Yes.
No. And wizards.
And sorcerers.
Yeah.
Or a sorceress too full of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much. I'm more of like, you know, like.
Aren't you a sorcerer? I shall open you.
Lipstick in my Valentino white bag.
A lipstick in my Valentino white bag.
Do I look like? Oh, but no, you know, my type goes from like Vikings to Mulder.
Mine is apparently just bards.
Yes.
And Rachel's giving me a look of Sage. Why? Because she constantly says, Sage, stay away from bards.
And what
and
does
I'm
she
like,
do?
no, it's
What does she do?
fine.
No.
And then I don't listen. And then I go, she was right.
Yeah, and you are
Every
and
single
then you get
time.
heartbroken, and I'm like, oh wow, what a freaking surprise, huh? Let's
You
write this.
don't
In
plot this onto yourself.
Let's write in the book of Rachel was right once again. Like, come on.
Oh, come on. When it comes to Rachel was right,
Mhm.
when it comes to Sage, it's a big book. Like the pocket edition is so big. You know how there's that meme of like understanding women, the pocket edition?
Yes.
That's what this book is.
It's like a big tome, and it's just like,
and 90% of it is my love life.
yeah, and I'm like, wow, look at this.
Oh,
Me
wow,
being
wow.
right again. Crazy. Back
Criminy.
to the question.
We can talk about our sad love lives another time. At least I have a love life.
You know what?
You know what, Sage?
Get
I'm just gonna
out.
sip my free iced coffee. Oh, anyone who's listening live, if you come down to
Yeah.
the city right now, there's a big festival going on, and
Well, I think it's put on by Woolworths. I have no idea what's going
yeah,
on.
I have no clue what's going on, but it's really cool. It's until the 13th. I'm pretty sure it said, and they're giving out free iced coffees.
It's
like,
not even
what
on-
brand is
it's-
this again?
I have no idea. Are we doing a sponsor? We're
Yeah,
not sponsored,
obviously.
by the way.
Yeah, not Spawn. Not
Real
Spawn.
iced coffee break. 3 shots of
Oh yeah, ice
espresso.
break. Ice break.
Ice
This
break.
this isn't even on the market yet, and they're just giving it out for free.
It's
Like
pretty
we were
delish.
lurking and having a look and seeing like, ooh,
And she's like, "Do you want some free coffee?" I'm like,
Yes.
free things." Oh yeah. If
Duh.
you offered me free cyanide, I'd take it. Like, I love free things. Me and
Question: would you be using it on someone else or yourself though?
No comment.
Just make some marzipan.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like some sweetener in your tea? It's very
Ooh,
good.
it's very good. It smells like almonds. That's what marzipan smells like, almonds.
Would you like some almond milk? Do you have any almond milk?
Got milk.
Okay, let's go to our question. Sage, let's focus on how are Tim Burton's stop animations films connected to each other? How do you?
Oh, just a stop animation?
I mean, I feel like it'd be easier to do. I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Because the
I
three
can
main
kinda see
ones
how they
then
are.
are Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, and Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
Because
I
those are
don't
the
think
three that everyone tries to
watch
put together.
Frankenweenie.
I did, and it scared me purely because
See what the cover looks
I'm a
like.
little biatch.
I am not. Kinda. Oh, and Alice in Wonderland. That is a strange movie. I did not enjoy it. I mean, it was good, but you know.
Yeah, if any of you listen to our Disney episode, we kind of discussed the difference between the animated and the live action Mad Hatters.
Oh my lord.
And the fact that he has Mad Hatter
Oh,
disease.
Oh yeah.
This
fully.
one has Mad Hatter
Yeah,
disease.
yeah. Fully. Okay. Did you watch Mrs. Pettigrew's?
No, I never watched it.
I watched it
Because I was going to watch it,
It's
and then my
very-
boyfriend at the time went like, nah, let's not watch it.
It's very Tim Burton. It's very, very Tim Burton. Like, it's good. I enjoyed it.
that classic really dark tone and not so very bright colors.
Yeah, but it's like you watch Sweeney Todd and you go, oh yeah, Tim Burton, I kind of get it, stylized and choices and blah blah blah. But you watch this and I feel like he tried to implement some of modern like screen work techniques and so on, and I was like, it was Tim Burton, but I felt like he tried to be too Tim Burton. You know, it's like someone
try to be yourself too much.
Well,
You like take your elements and you just overdo it.
It's like it was like he was trying to be a director who was trying to be Tim Burton. You know what I mean? Like I liked
an
it.
imitation Tim Burton kind of
Pretty
thing.
much. Like I liked it, but I didn't fully like it. Maybe because Johnny Depp wasn't in it.
What do you mean there are other actors than Johnny Depp in my life? How long have you known?
Oh my god.
Are they still married?
What?
Tim Burton and Helen Bonham Carter.
Probably.
I want to have a look
Who
now.
else would marry her? She's strange and
She's
unusual.
great.
She's great. I think did we talk about her last episode?
I'm pretty sure we did because she plays Bellatrix.
Yeah.
We talked about Harry
Kid,
Potter last
Sirius
time.
Black. She's a cool character. Okay, I love Sirius Black, but I also love
Oh
her.
no, they're not married. What?
I thought they were married.
I thought they were married too. What?
Yeah, what in the world? Maybe they just went out with each other.
But then what about the meme? What about the meme?
Maybe
Oh,
they
that was
were.
until 1991 though. So
Maybe they were married. I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm not smart.
same.
So, is there a burp? Is it coming? Is there a burp? No, it's gone. Hold on.
Throat gas, baby.
Oh, it's like a weird burp.
What was that?
It was like I was like, what the heck? So, how do you think they're connected?
Okay, here's the thing. The timeline generally goes that it's Frankenweenie, Corpse Bride, and Nightmare Before Christmas. But here's the thing that for some reason people don't pick up on.
Mm-hmm.
When do each of these movies take place? Because Frankenweenie definitely takes place way before Corpse Bride. Even
Yes.
just looking at the attire and what they're wearing.
I have not
Unless these
seen
people
it.
live in some kind of isolated Victorian town, which is possible.
The Amish
Yeah.
secret cults are a thing. Have you been to America? That place thrives on secret cults. I watched too much X-Files last night.
Yeah, and you watched too much this morning.
Hey, I had to know there was like a thing, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
In all
what
defense,
happened to
I
his
got sucked into it
sister?
as well, so I can't say anything.
It's good. You go.
At least I was ready to leave.
What the fuck? So, summarize the plot for Frankenweenie for me, because I haven't seen it.
Oh god, I haven't seen it in age. I haven't seen it since it came out, really. But it's Frankenstein with a dog.
Oh.
Like this kid's dog gets hit by a car and he's like, oh my god, no, my dog. And he tries to bring it back to life. And I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Victor as well, which is why they kind of make the connection between Victor and Corpse Bride. He's called Victor as well, isn't he?
I don't think so. I've only seen it like twice.
No, it is. I'm pretty sure.
Is it Victor?
Yeah, because she goes, Victor, darling. And she's
that's right.
walking around.
My favorite song in Corpse Bride is with like the Skelemans, and they're like do 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 jazz. And I'm like, oh my god.
I know. I searched up a Halloween playlist the other day because I wanted to freak my parents out, and that was the first song.
Hell yeah! My other favorite song from Tim Burton is the Boogeyman.
Yeah, it's Victor.
Is the Boogeyman. I'm the Boogeyman. It's the best song. Oogie boogie.
How do you smell so nice?
Why do you smell so good? Because I don't wear deodorant and I only take bubble baths.
We'll discuss Big Mouth eventually.
Yeah, Big Mouth.
When
is
you
good.
finish season
3. Yeah, she sucked me into watching Big Mouth. It's a very good show. John Mulaney.
Oh my god.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
John Mulaney's
Rage,
such
fucking rage.
Rachel swearing.
Beep. Beep beep. Okay, so you think they're all connected because it's this timeline of this one dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'll get into more why it's not. Should we go on a break and then I'll discuss that a little bit more?
I mean, yeah. Let's go on a. Gotta find the keys. Let's go on a break. That did not work. There we go.
Huh?
Oh, they're both playing.
I don't know.
That's strange. Hi. No what?
Oh, it's because F4 is next song, and F11 is mic on, mic off. Wax on, wax off.
Like, oh, is that Chris Caps?
Are we supposed to be able to hear ourselves right now?
I can. What do you mean? I can hear myself.
Yeah, we should be able to. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
We're so fucking unprepared.
I know.
It's fine.
Yes. No, we're good.
She just clicked the wrong button.
I clicked caps lock instead of shift. That's the only thing.
No, you did F4 instead of.
Oh yeah.
Blink of an eye. I don't know what happened to us. It was easier just to say goodbye. Why you making such a fuss? No need to celebrate how your love turned to hate. Please put that champagne away. Stop that damn parade. You've made it very clear that I'm not welcome here. You caused me enough pain. No need to hold a damn parade. Streaming, there's no mistaking how you're feeling. Even as you cruelly mock me, you forget that you once loved me. Flags waving, streamers streaming, there's no mistaking how you're feeling. Even as you cruelly mock me, you forget that you once loved me.
I don't have any professional
No
headshots.
need to celebrate how your love turned to hate. Please put that champagne away. Stop that damn parade. You've made it very clear.
Well, I mean, it's my profile picture right now, and it's fine.
Here. You caused me enough pain. No need to hold up. No need to celebrate how your love turned to hate. Please put that champagne away. Stop that damn parade. You made it very clear that I'm not welcome here. You caused me enough pain. No need to hold a damn parade.
Hello, everybody.
Skip-a-beep-a, welcome back to Qua. Oh my gosh, she sung it. It's sticking. It sticks.
I'm leaning into the theme just a little bit. We'll get some acoustics later.
I'll bring my ukulele in
Oh
each week.
hell yeah! Well, I was gonna bring my tambourine, but I don't have it anymore. I'll bring my kazoos. I have like 6 kazoos. My sister bought me them for my birthday. I was like,
Should our theme song, should we change it? Should we just do some words over the kazoo kid vine? Have you seen that full video?
yes, I have.
Oh my god! my friend, he sent me a video of him playing kazoo on Snapchat.
Oh my god.
And so I went through that entire video because I was just looking for the Vine. And I found the entire video.
We love that.
And I just sent him a snapshot of it. And I'm like, dude, I found an entire video of this. Watch it.
Wait, who are you?
Have you seen the friendship song at the end? The goodbye song?
Yes, I have.
Oh my god. I sent that to him, like, what is this? Anyways, Tim Burton. Enough about my friend.
Actually, for
Shout out.
anyone who listens,
You know who you are.
I have a small meme.
Not that you listen to this.
If anybody listens to this and no Critical Role, I saw a meme the other day. It's like when Ford, before all the Paladin shit happened. Sorry if you haven't not up to that yet. And it's just the Kazuki.
Shout out to Andrew.
The Kazuki goes just like it's like. It's just like Jester's face, and it's the Kazuki like saying to Ford, "Who are you?"
Anyway, Tim Burton.
Yes.
Okay. So the problem with this theory that they're all connected is the timeline's in the wrong order. Because Frankenweenie is very much not set in our time.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not set as far back as Corpse Bride.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, do you really think Frankenweenie is set before Corpse Bride?
Well, I haven't seen Frankenweenie.
Okay. Do you think before, like, if we're talking timeline-wise, if this does happen before Corpse Bride, they would have the technology? Because I'm pretty sure at some point everyone gets on the bandwagon and starts bringing their pets back to life.
I feel that.
And there's one really, really creepy girl who's in my brain to this day, and she's got like, I'm going to get it up because I need to show you how creepy this girl looks.
There's also another theory that it's just reincarnation.
See, I like that idea. But.
So it can be believed that Victor from Corpse Bride is a grown-up version of the Frankenweenie Victor, and 2, the previous point can be thrown that we can go to the fact that the Frankenweenie Victor became Jack, or 3, we believe that all of Tim Burton's male characters are technically the same person, meaning if Frankenweenie's Victor is Jack, then also the Victor from Corpse Bride and Jack as both of them as well as the Mad Hatter and Edward Edward Scissorhands, Pee Wee Herman, Batman. Like,
there she is.
Oh, damn.
Do you see what I'm talking? Oh, God, why am I looking at that? Damn. Oh, God, it's going to be my brain. Although one of the characters actually looks like Frankenstein. Like, he's one of the characters.
Yeah, fully.
Oh, I got a pain in my side. Why? What is wrong with my body?
I do not know. There's so many theories on Tim Burton because he's so elusive with his movies.
He is.
There's so many, like, Easter eggs as well.
Here's the thing. I'm not too sure about the reincarnation thing.
I mean, it could just be the fact that he's the same person going through different things, but you'd have to be like, oh, if he's the Victor, I can see the Victor of Frankenweenie and Corpse Bride because it's very similar. I can see that. But it's also like, how the hell does he become Jack? You know, does he die and become, I'm the king of Halloween Town? Wow.
Yeah, because the thing is, what's the difference between Halloween Town and the Land of the Dead that we see?
The fact that it's Halloween Town.
Okay, how would he get from the Land of the Dead to Halloween Town? I'm quite curious about that transition because also, not to offend Victor, but he's a little bitch.
He is so dumb. He's like,
it's not even that he's dumb. He's a scaredy pants. Can you imagine him becoming the Pumpkin King, Jack Skellington, the king of Halloween?
I cannot because he's a little biatch.
I know, because I also understand the connection that they're trying to make because 2 of them are called Victor and they all have a dog that they love to death.
This is true. But
literally.
Are we also considering the Lady Ladies in, I don't know about Frankenweenie, but I know in Corpse Bride there's the bride, and then in Nightmare Before Christmas there's Sally, and they're both imprisoned or need saving from some sort of force that's keeping them there.
I'll get into that when I talk about the Nightmare Before Christmas and how we reckon they all died. Because because Emily's already dead. Yes. And if you see Sally, she's all stitched together. Yeah. So how do you reckon she died?
She got chopped up.
Ding, 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 ding. Dismemberment.
Yeah, but by who and why? And
I don't know. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. I also want to talk about the fact that I saw something online saying that Sweeney Todd was actually connected to or at the same time as Frankenweenie. And I was like,
He could be at the same time as Corpse Bride because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
very much
Corpse Bride.
Victorian era,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
not Frankenweenie.
I was like, okay, right. I see that. I mean, it could, honestly, it could happen at the same time as Corpse Bride.
Oh, Corpse Bride, yeah, definitely.
For sure. I mean, it could even be, what's the...
Overlapping,
right?
Yeah, it could be happening at the same time because it's still the whole same aesthetic and
Yeah.
the fashion sense is quite similar,
Mhm.
even if they happen just before or after each other.
This is true. And maybe...
This is true.
Oh my God. Maybe. I don't know if this would work, but maybe the Corpse Bride is Sweeney Todd's wife.
No.
It could.
No.
It could.
No, definitely not.
All right. I'm trying to make
Because the
connection.
thing is...
Oh, yeah, she got
don't-
left at the graveyard and he killed her. Yeah.
exactly. And plus, Judge Turpin was already super rich. And the reason
Yeah.
Lord Marcus was going around because like, oh, I'm broke. I need a wife who's rich and they're going to kill her. Because remember, she's like, your marriage for me is to save me from the poorhouse. Poorhouse?
Sorry. What?
Bitch, what?
I know. That I like talking about Sweeney Todd for a second.
Hopscotch. That is the most anticlimactic word to be dragging someone to the land of the dead. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Well, can you imagine that? Like the guy you're supposed to get engaged to is with this corpse, and all of us she goes hopscotch, like being dragged away.
We love that. I'd do that. I'd just be like, do you like Sudoku? Just put it away. Solve my riddle. Crossword puzzles. Do my word search. Ooh.
Handball. Foursquare. Kids today play Foursquare so differently. Like
I know,
at my school,
right?
we played with the basketball, and there were a lot of rules that we made on the go.
You played with a basketball?
Yeah, we played with the basketball because
Damn, that's for little babies. We played with like the little like tennis
no,
balls.
we played with it because we all like smashed it, so it hit someone in the face. They were out of the game for the day.
Just knock out a few teeth.
No, I got winded once, and like for the entire day, I was trying to like get my breath back, and my friends just laughed at me.
I
Like,
mean,
fair enough, but they
we-
just laughed at me.
At my school, because I grew up in the Pilbara and I'm a cool kid. I'm a roughy.
I'm not a little bitch. Oh.
Bleh.
Blah, blah, blah.
If you played with a bigger ball, like a soccer ball or a basketball, then you were like, you were shit at Foursquare because it was easier to hit. So
that's fair enough.
the smaller the ball, the better you were at it.
That makes
we had
sense.
like the Foursquare championships, and there was Tidal Waves and Lollipop and Thunder Wave and all this shit. And I was like,
What?
yeah, oh bro, we had rules. So, do you not know Thunder Wave, fam?
Nope.
So if the ball hits in like to the middle or the side, and someone when it hits, if they say Thunder Wave, then whoever's still in that square when they say it is
Oh, it's like if you go over to someone else's square.
no. So if Thunder Wave, if someone like hits it and it hits the middle, and the person C hits the middle and it says Thunder Wave, the people who are still in the square, you have to run out of the square, but before somebody can catch it, either you go to dunce or you're out of the game because you got shocked.
Oh, you guys called it dunce too. Cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Because we had dunce, jack, king, queen.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, queen, king.
Because I know someone who called it dungeon. I was
Because
like, boy.
a king is apparently above a queen. Sorry.
I mean,
we were children. I didn't care.
Ti-
I still don't care.
typically speaking, yes.
Typical.
And lollipop.
Typical patriarchy.
Lord.
Sorry.
I get enough of that at TAFE. Good Lord.
I'm sorry. It's funny.
Yes, but
Mamma mia. I've started saying Mamma Mia a lot. I don't know why. Like, I'll just go,
Oh, God.
Mamma Mia. Che cosa fai?
hey, as an
Jake,
Italian.
che cosa fai?
Hey, as an Italian, that hurts me.
I know it does. That's why I say it.
Ay. So,
Mamma Mia.
yes, going to Tim Burton.
Yeet.
With my point I was trying to make with what is it called? Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd, yeah.
You watch it and you can see, like, when he does his animations, you can see what he can bring animation to, like, live to animation. You can, like, there is a certain style he goes for, and he
You're shaking the computer.
Oh, my bad. He
It's not a baby. Don't shake it.
Oh no, you're in childcare.
ages 5 to 12, okay?
They're still children. Don't shake the baby.
I know. Oh my God. I love the place I'm working at. The kids are
talking
the
about-
best.
Great. Can I make my point?
No, I'm going to gush about my kids now. Anyway, this one girl, she's so cute. This thing. Sorry, continue.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
What I was saying is Tim
Uh-huh.
Burton makes I'm ignoring you.
Uh-huh.
Makes an effort to consistently represent his style through each movie. If you watch, there's silhouetted in each character, you know, like each character has a silhouette and aesthetic and a design.
Oh God, it's
and you,
so good.
They have a
I love his
shape,
style.
you know, with and they have a look in every single one.
Yeah.
And with, you know, in Sweeney Todd, we can see that Todd's.
Can I just say one thing? This is
Yes.
still about Sweeney Todd, so it's
Yes.
okay. I know he was gone for a bit, but how did people not recognize him? The only difference is like a white stripe in his hair. There was no significant difference in his look beside he's now sad. If I saw a friend after a couple of and they had a white strip in their hair and they just looked more sad than usual,
I
I'm
mean,
still going to recognize him as Benjamin Barker.
A lot of people, a few people did recognize
Benjamin
him.
Barker, wait.
What?
Oh, no, he's Barkus. Never mind. I was going to say there was a guy, the corpse bride guy, Benjamin Barkus.
It could still be related.
I'm actually going to check if that's his name. Anyway, you talk while I check.
The point I'm making is, you can see with Sweeney Todd that he's, you know, he is thin, but then he has like the crazy hair. And then if you go to say like Corpse Bride, this got, you know, the silhouette of the Corpse Bride is, you know, like thin and like the silhouettes and the theme of the character. I'm just trying to say Tim Burton is amazing at carrying over
Can I say,
aesthetics.
I'd love to see what Emily looked like alive because she would have been
yes,
gorgeous.
I would love that. Like, I love the fact that he's able to continue his style through animation and through live action, and you can go, that is Tim Burton. I know exactly what I'm looking at, and I truly commend him for that because it's so good. I love it.
He has an aesthetic
And he keeps to it.
And he keeps to it. And it's not a Quentin Tarantino feet aesthetic.
Oh, Lord.
Because I haven't really watched Quentin Tarantino movies, and I know it's dumb, and you can scrutinize me for it. But I went to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
I've
with
yet
a friend,
to see that.
and he was like, "I wonder if we're going to see any feet in here." I'm like, "What?" And
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the first time I met him in person. I'm like, "Okay, what?"
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. There's like a full conversation.
He saw my face. He's like, "Oh no,
It's a thing, it's
you
a thing."
misunderstand. I'm talking about him." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
I'm
there's
still wary because he's an internet man I'd never seen before.
Oh, I feel that. No, but there's like a whole conversation of Pulp Fiction with Jules and oh God, I've forgotten his name. They're just like, we gave him a feet job, bro. It's not a sexual thing. Oh no, it's like a whole
His name's
conversation.
Barker Spitten. Never mind.
Ah, damn. But there's we'll talk about Pulp Fiction on the time when you've actually watched some Pulp.
Maybe we should watch some Quentin Tarantino sometime.
Yes,
and we can do an
It's
episode
on
on that.
Stan, and now I have Stan.
So
for,
let's
like,
watch
a
it before the free trial runs out.
Yeah, for a month. They've got like Kill Bill, and they've got
Kill Bill
Pulp
2.
Fiction. They've got good shit. Like you
Yeah.
have to watch Pulp Fiction first.
Yeah.
As everyone has to watch that, obviously.
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman.
How dare you?
Bury me till I confess.
That is a Fall Out Boy song.
I know it is. It's from American Beauty, American Psycho.
I know.
It's such a good album. So many people
It's
go,
alright.
it's terrible. I love it.
I'm not a big Fall Out Boy fan.
Okay, fair enough.
I like Panic at the Disco, but I don't like their new stuff.
Really?
No, it's
Okay.
too mainstream.
It's too mainstream.
Shut up! It is. It's not my style. It's like with
No, fair
Pink.
enough.
I like her old stuff. She's
Yeah, same. I don't particularly like her new stuff.
neither
I don't
do
mind some of the songs on Beautiful Trauma.
Eh.
Like some of them are actually pretty nice.
Like I know the
But
fact.
Truth About Love, that's probably like the last
Eh.
album that I really, really liked.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, I understand she's trying to be ambitious and like reach out into different things, and you know, good on her.
I
but
don't even think it's that. A lot of artists, they change with the times,
Yeah,
which sucks because like I fell in love with Pink's original music.
Oh, I love her music. Like her whole thing was like, I'm not changing for anybody. This is my style. I'm
And now
nobody
she's
else.
changed.
And now she's like, oh, I need
that
to
was a
follow,
part of her
you know.
aesthetic.
Yeah. Now
I
she
mean,
does
it's
what
fair
everyone else
enough
does.
that you change your aesthetic
Yeah.
musically to fit in with current music and everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it does make me a little bit sad.
I know. It's actually, if we're talking about music,
Yeah.
a good album for people to listen to. It's very weird and very interesting, and it says a lot about me as a person. It's like synth horror almost. It's by a guy called Lemon Demon, and it's called Spirit Phone.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like you.
It's like got stuff
Lemon
about,
Demon.
Yeah,
I actually love that.
yeah, it's he's very talented, and it's like occult stuff, and there's like, there's one about a dude getting trapped in like an arcade machine, and then or there's one about it's called Lifetime Achievement Award, and if you think about it, it's like raising a celebrity up from the dead and then having them perform, and it's really cool. There's
I
like
like that.
Fifth Wonders of the World, and there's like this dude that died, and like all the statues of his missing children cried. That's one of and there was like carving etched into his spine, and the day he died, and
Actually, that actually sounds really cool.
yeah, and it's like it's all synth and stuff, and there's one called the No-Eyed Girls, and it's about this guy who falls in love with girls with no eyes, and then he let the no-eyed people in, and it's very synth. It's like kind of creepy, weird, but it's honestly, I recommend this album to everybody. So we might have it on the show in a Halloween because I think it's an independent artist.
Yeah, if it's an independent artist, we definitely can.
It's so good. I love it. You have to listen to it in order because they kind of like the songs bleed into each other.
I love albums that have like an order to it and a storyline. That there's Ever After by Mariana's Trench.
Ooh.
And it's just one big story and they all fade into each other.
I
And
love
it's
that.
gorgeous.
You know what I really love?
What?
The songs that the kids sing in Halloween Town, the little masked
Yeah.
children. I love that. It's my
Same.
favorite. They're my favorite characters.
Okay, if you had like a name for yourself, if you were an artist, like just a fake name, what would it be?
God,
Because I can't remember what they called me, but I was playing tag with some of the kids, the childcare center.
Yeah.
And they came up with a name for me. I think it was Cinnamon Chase Girl or Cinnamon It Girl. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't exactly.
Cinnamon? Why are you cinnamon? Oh, because you look like cinnamon because of your skin tone.
Yeah,
That's
I
cute.
can't remember
Oh,
what it
that's
was.
actually
But
really
yeah,
cute.
exactly. Seriously, they're such good kids.
Oh
Like I
my
couldn't ask
God.
for a better place to be in work placement.
Yeah, I mean, my screen name I use for like gaming and things is Jackrabbit, and there's a story behind that. Would you like to know the story?
Yes, and then I reckon we go on break and then get back on topic.
Yes. So the reason my screen name on like Discord or like Steam or Twitch or whatever is Jackrabbit is because when I still do it. I make like original characters for like roleplay and Dungeons and Dragons and whatever.
Love playing Ferris.
Ferris,
She's great.
It's a D&D character. Stupid ass motherfucker.
I know.
I'm gonna eat a magic
stupid.
pie.
That's Ash. First off with
No,
his magic pie.
You ate it. You're like, a magic pie? Sure, I'm going to eat
Turned
it.
into
Alright.
a pot plant.
Yeah, wild magic will do things to you, huh?
In all due defense, Ash is the one who used Mage Hand to go fuck the pie in the face and then get kicked in your hands.
Yeah, I mean, that
In all
was...
due defense, that guy deserved it.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
these guys don't understand that. So
Yeah,
anyway, continue.
the reason I call myself Jackrabbit is because I was making a superhero character. And so she had like super speed and rabbits are really fast. And her name was...
Jackrabbit. That's cool.
And her name was Jackie, so she was Jackrabbit. But also that's like another term for spoken. Because you're a jackrabbit, you know?
Anyways, I reckon let's go on break and then get back on topic.
Yeah, I think that is a really good idea. And then
Stuck in a maze, stuck in a maze. Everything's okay, but it's not really okay. My life's a death race. I'm numbing my pain with codeine rain. I'm going insane. Life's not the same. Stuck in a maze, and I'm not going in. My brain is going everywhere. Tormented every day. I'm losing my mental sorrows that I've been through. Story to be continued. I sit ill, pop pills, crack seals, doing anything to numb the way that I feel. Yeah, chase thrills, used to crashing Hot Wheels, ride a dirt bike down the ditch, seeing five lives. I knock my subconscious unconscious. They tell me that they can help me. I got this. Watch this. I took my demons into the bank of life, and I made the biggest deposit. Without drugs, I'm losing my logic. These pills in my Pro Tools still got logic. I run, I run, I run, I run, I run. Stuck in a maze. Everything's okay, but it's not really okay. My life's a death race. I'm numbing my pain with codeine rain. I'm going insane. Life's not the same. Stuck in a maze, and I'm not going in. My brain is going everywhere. Tormented every day. I'm losing my mental sorrows that I've been through. Story
So, what is your theory about my Nightmare Before Christmas? I'm eager to hear it.
About how they died?
Well, yes.
Okay, there is an article about this that I read. So, as we said, Sally's dismemberment, you can see that because she's all she's all stitched up and she's obviously a part of different bodies and everything.
Right.
Because I actually really like Sally. She's really, really smart.
Yeah. Unlike
A lot of
Corpse Bride. She's like, I'm dead.
In order to defend, she was a lovesick puppy. Let's face it, if I died, I'd die like Emily did. Except I don't have any family jewels.
Well, actually, did you know...
I can give you my DS.
Have my old DS. Do you want a Wii as well?
Oh my god, I could never give away the Wii.
I know, right? So good. Did you know Corpse Bride is actually based off a Russian folklore story?
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. I love it when they're like, oh, it's based off of this. I'm like, do tell.
Ooh, it's like one of the Russian princesses.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, sort of based off it. Like Anastasia almost. So what is your theory about Halloween Town? Because I want to know.
No.
How...
Is The Nightmare Before Christmas getting a live action remake?
Oh,
I will not watch
no. Don't you dare. It will be like cats all over again. Oh.
It could
Just
have been,
do
it could have been
practical effects.
Good. It could have been good.
Yeah.
But they just look so weird.
I don't want to see Rebel Wilson as a CGI cat. It's going to hurt my soul.
Agreed.
Their faces, I feel better if it was just actually dancing cats. Or they use what they use on the stage production, like costumes and suits and shit. Not just CGI mocap bull. The only time CGI mocap works is if it's in a video game, like Last of Us. Also, I'm so pumped for Last of Us Chapter 2. Oh my god!
I get to play Borderlands finally next Friday with my friend.
I love
because he got number
Borderlands.
3 recently.
Oh
and
my
he's like, I was like,
God.
oh, I haven't played it. And he's
Who
like,
is
oh,
your
yeah,
favorite
should play it
character?
sometime. Huh? Borderlands?
Yes.
I've never played it before. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm playing it for the first time. And just
never
spontaneously, I'm like,
played Borderlands?
hey, because if anyone's listening to this, next Friday I'm playing the Red Queen at Paramount for a photo booth. So come down and check it out. I don't know if my outfit is going to be respectable or not, but it's the Paramount, so I doubt it. But yeah, come down, have a look. It's going to be a good time. I'm there from 10 till 2. But yeah, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the city on Friday and he's in, at TAFE. So we're like, oh yeah, we can meet up. We can go back to your place, play some Borderlands, and then we can go to the Paramount.
Borderlands is so much fun. I love Borderlands.
I've given him a heads up. I'm terrible at playing video games.
You will love Handsome Jack. If I love Handsome
I've
Jack,
heard about him.
Oh my god,
and I've heard about
the best.
his tragic backstory, the poor thing.
Did you say the poor thing about Handsome Jack?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is pretty tragic, but he is. Oh boy.
He's insane.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. One day I will do a Handsome Jack cosplay.
Oh
One
my God,
day.
I'd love that.
Or a Reese cosplay. You don't know who Reese is. You gotta look at Tales of the Borderlands. Oh, it's so good.
And I want to
Why is
play
your
the Borderland games before I play Tales of the Borderland.
Yeah, you can get it on your phone actually.
Really?
You
Oh,
gotta.
so that makes sense actually.
You gotta
'cause
pay
it's
money
it's
to unlock
Telltale
chapters.
games, isn't it?
Yeah. You gotta pay money to unlock chapters and shit, but it's so much fun. And Athena's in it. I fucking love Athena. And Butt Stallion. Oh my god.
What? Butt Stallion.
You'll see. You'll see.
no,
It's a good time. Angel's pretty cool as well. I think my favorite character to play in Borderlands
Why
is
aren't you loading?
Siren maybe or Zero. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're fun. The only thing I'm really crap at in Borderlands is the driving part. Like when you have to drive around, I'm so bad at that. So if I do co-op, I always do it with a friend. I'm always on the gun because I'm shit at driving. But yes, your Halloween Town a theory. Go.
It's not really a theory. It's more of a discussion, really.
All right. So how did everybody die? I'd love to know. I'm interested because how did Jack die?
Well, the fact that
He could be a
just
victor.
bones.
Mm.
I reckon maybe he was electrocuted.
Right. But here's the thing. There's a theory that he is Victor.
Yeah. So if he is Victor, that's a question of how did he die?
Yeah, because we can see that in Night Before Christmas, it's not Victorian era when he goes. When he goes to the thing, it's like sort of modern, maybe 90s, almost early 2000s.
In order defensive, he died. He's been there for a while, apparently.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
he could have made a name for himself.
Yeah,
So on
exactly.
and so forth.
I'm just trying to imagine Victor becoming Jack Skellington, though.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, same.
I don't think it would. Maybe he was just.
Oh, no. Here you go. The theory says that he was burned alive, which is why he's just bones.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, which I kind of like.
I can see that because he's all like spindly and crap and whatever.
Yeah.
So, how did everyone else die? Is it like a purgatory? Because then, or
That's
would it be
interesting.
hell? Or like,
Because maybe it's because the land of the dead is obviously another purgatory. Because we see at the
Exactly.
very end, Emily turns into butterflies, and she's like, "Oh, I'm free."
yeah, pretty much. Because is Halloween Town just purgatory? Like,
Is
like
it another level of purgatory, maybe?
exactly, because there's
But like the lower I'm evil level.
yeah. I mean, if
But the thing is about that
yes,
is that it's indicating that something bad happened in Victor's life for him to go to like purgatory, but the more evil level.
I mean,
But they all seem to love it down there. They don't look like they want to leave anytime soon.
I mean, maybe it's we see he goes to the room and there's like Easter and Christmas and all this thing. Maybe
Yeah.
they're sent to a certain place because they have a certain task in their life
Yeah.
or whatever, or maybe the afterlife is where is Santa dead? Oh my
Dun, dun,
god.
dun. I personally don't think that Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas are connected because
It just doesn't
the
make
only thing,
sense.
the only thing they have is that Victor and Jack Skellington are super tall
Yes.
and lanky,
And
and they both have a dog. But the thing is, Scraps, it's Scraps and Zero. There's
Yeah.
no way he's just going to change the name of his dog.
it's just a coinky dink.
Yeah.
Like how unless somebody DMs us or leaves a message on how they think it would be connected. I don't know how it could connect to each other. I just don't see
Yeah.
a connection with Corpse
Like,
Bride and Nightmare
it's
Before
cool
Christmas.
that they're trying to weave this together, but there are too many holes.
Exactly.
There's more holes than the Pixar theory, and there's a lot of holes in
Hey,
it.
hey.
Cars.
I with our backup episode we did for Pixar,
They'll be released eventually.
eventually I made Cars fit into the Pixar timeline. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, you actually did really well.
I was like,
Because I had no clue how that was going to work.
you know what? I'm a freaking genius.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's more believable that Frankenweenie and Corpse Bride would be connected. That's a little bit more believable.
I
Uh-huh.
reckon maybe Victor could be a descendant.
Or it's his son.
No.
All right.
No, because Victorian era through to where Frankenweenie most likely takes place, too big. Maybe a grandson or a great-grandson.
Yeah.
And he's like named
After.
He's named after his whatever Victor is to Victor.
Okay.
But I don't see it being that they're direct.
Sorry, I'm
they're
just yawning.
father son.
Okay.
Father to son.
Wait.
You don't watch. You don't listen to falsettos.
No, I don't.
Does someone here listen to falsettos
Because I'm
beside
not a
me?
musical nerd. What?
I'm on the brink of breaking down.
Oh my.
You would no, seriously, you would love that song.
All right. Tell me this theory. How did everyone die?
Okay, so the theory for Jack is that he was burnt alive.
Yes.
Because when you burn someone alive, all that's left is the
There's
bones.
Yeah.
And also, he seems to have an affinity with flames. Like at the very, very
Oh.
beginning, he sticks a torch in his mouth,
That's
and
right.
his body just is covered in flames, really, really quickly. So it's like he's embracing his death.
That's very morbid, but very Tim Burton.
Yeah, exactly. I do quite like that.
Okay. What about the kids?
I'll go through to them.
Oh, okay.
But Sally is self-explanatory, like I said earlier.
Dismemberment.
She's made up of different people,
Yeah.
as you can very clearly see based on her skin tones, and also her body limbs try to run away.
Oh, so they're trying to go back to the original owner.
Maybe, yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Snap.
So
Crazy, bro. Maybe she was a part of Frankenweenie timeline.
maybe. Oh, I don't see anyone get dismembered though. It's the only thing.
I mean, she could. Well, here's the thing: if she's like put back together, like in Frankenweenie,
I will
like
put
a
you back
dog.
together. Was that from Rachel?
I know it, but I don't know it.
It's Golden Rainbow from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh no! You did not reference Five Nights at Freddy's in my house of worship.
I'm sorry. Who butcher here? Who introduced you to this podcast? Who said, "Hey, Rachel, do you want to do a podcast? This is my place of worship."
Just Five Nights at Freddy's is
Okay,
bad.
anyway, so
But we will probably do an episode of Five Nights at Freddy's.
oh god, we have to.
We have to. There's so much to
when we
unpack
do our
there.
video games next year.
Yes,
next season.
Next season, we're doing games, board games, video games.
Because there is so much to talk about.
so flippin' much to
And
talk
since
about.
the VR game has come out, there's more lore to
Oh,
add.
no,
and there's a movie coming out, and you've got
Oh
the books.
no!
I want to see the movie just because I'm
No.
I'm so invested in this story more than I'd like to like to admit.
I liked the game, but I got turned off it because of the fan base. I was like,
oh yeah, definitely. The fan base.
ugh.
It's the
were-
same with most fan base
Oh,
where
I
something
know.
becomes really, really big.
and they was over sexualizing like animatronics.
Oh,
That was
God, no.
nasty. Like,
Literally in one of the games, they do like this animation sequence, and it's
Yes.
like Chica in high school, and it's like every every fan fiction about her ever,
oh
and just got
no.
like the big old boobs. It's so funny.
She's an
It's so
animatronic
funny.
fan. What the hell?
No, that's why it's
Nasty.
funny. Anyway, so Frankenstein, he's the mad scientist.
Yes.
What does it say here? It's been mentioned that Sally has poisoned him on several occasions. And being dead won't affect him that much.
Yes.
But they think that maybe he was poisoned to death.
Okay.
The only thing with that is you see his skull's kind of cut open.
Yeah.
So I reckon maybe possibly he wasn't experimented on, but depending on when he died, he could have had like a brain problem. Because I know at some point they thought cutting the skull open
Like
and taking out a
lobotomies?
bit of the brain
Yeah.
would cure you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They used to do that with people with epilepsy. They literally
Lobotomies.
take out a part of your brain. You were put into a psychiatric ward. You were counted as
Yeah.
mentally insane. So if I was in the 1950s and I had one of my seizures, because I have sleep deprivation seizures, guys,
yeah.
then I would have been put in a mental hospital.
I mean, so
and I
would
would have
I.
had part of my brain taken out. Because
yeah,
the
fully.
thing is, as far as I'm aware, sometimes it did stop. So they didn't know which part of the brain to take out. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it changed you as a person.
Oh, fully. If you take things out of the brain, there's so many. The human brain is so complex.
Yeah,
Things
exactly.
can totally happen. I'd be put in a psychiatric ward because I am a woman with short hair, and
Yeah.
I sometimes dress like a man.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, heresy.
Yeah.
She's obviously, hysterical, which, by the way, is a Greek word for I think it's like the female reproductive system or something.
Probably.
It's pretty, hysteria just translates into woman disease, and it's made up
Yeah.
by men. Fucking patriarchy. So who else died? How did they die?
I reckon Frankenstein, I like it better that he was he was in like an experiment kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's why, maybe
Yeah, 'cause
how
I
they
mean-
the way they died is what their persona is when they're in this afterlife sort
I
of
like
thing.
that.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, because then also the thing is, I don't know how many of you have read A Series of Unfortunate Events.
I have not. I've seen the movie a little bit when I was a
Okay,
kid.
well, turn your earphones off for or whatever you're listening to for about 2 minutes while I explain this. You don't
don't-
mind if I tell you, do you?
No, if you guys want to get spoiled, just
Okay, so there's one book where they're in a hospital.
yes.
And so obviously Count Olaf is trying to get their fortune off of them. And in order to do that, by this point in the series, it's no longer just fun and games. Like, he has become so cynical. And he's not just trying to adopt them anymore. He is trying to straight out murder these kids.
Damn.
It gets so dark. And if you watch the Netflix series, it's a really, really good adaptation of it. Like, I couldn't really fault it.
What's he?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Jim Carrey and Neil Patrick Harris play two very different Olafs, but they're both brilliant.
Okay.
Like, I love both of them.
When I think of Olaf, I think of Frozen, and then I think the means like, woohoo, big summer blowout.
That's sweet, sweet Olaf merch.
All right. Who else died?
Wait, back to my point.
Oh yeah.
But, so Larry at one point, he's pretending to be a doctor, and he's like, this girl, Violet, she has a brain problem. And so he actually goes to perform that surgery where he cuts the skull open.
Oh.
And they're like, this will cure her brain problems. But because it was so experimental, the point was if she died, which she would, no one would blink an eye because they're like, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what I think. That's personally what I think. And I like that a lot better than he was poisoned.
Yeah. I mean, we could also go to the fact that how they die is how they're personified in this world, because
Yeah.
Sally was chopped up and then put back together like an experiment.
Yeah.
And she's, and then the scientist was experimented on, and then in the afterlife, he is the, mad scientist.
Because, maybe he was poisoned, and maybe that's why they tried to cut his skull open.
This is
Who
true.
knows?
This is true. Maybe he, I don't know, cyanide or opium or something.
Just something. But yeah, so then there's the mayor.
Yes.
I like this idea. His neck was snapped.
Oh.
Because you
they're
see his head
changing the-
rotating. Yeah.
Yeah.
They think he was, the theory is that he, in his life, was bipolar,
Interesting.
which makes sense between his two different personalities.
Yes.
But yeah, his neck was snapped. And not just like back snap, but you
It
you
was
see in the
like-
movies where they go,
Full 360.
yeah. I do like that. I quite like that idea.
Yeah. That's very
Because I
interesting.
never really thought about that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because, it would also make the fact that he's the mayor or politician, because politicians are two-faced.
Exactly. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Locke is the one. He's one of the 3 kids. He's the one with the rounder face.
Oh yeah, the little like the skeleton face. Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, skeleton face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of. Yeah.
He was frozen to death. Which, if you look at his
Ah,
color scheme and everything, makes a lot of sense. He's
yeah.
got blue skin. He's got the purple lips.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but it was frozen alive as well.
Ooh.
Because
Like
when
under the ice almost.
yeah, most likely. But yeah, when people are frozen alive, their lips turn blue and their face turns pale or even paste white.
Yeah. It's
Oh no,
pretty
he also
horrendous.
chose his costume to be the devil. Okay, sorry, it's the devil one.
That does
Locke
not.
is the devil one. Okay.
Oh, because when hell freezes
no,
over.
wait, no, that makes sense. Yeah. So so sorry, Locke is the devil one. I never really got their names.
Hell freezes over. Because
Maybe.
hell is not hot. It's actually a frozen wasteland. Because if you read in the Bible, the hell is not a fiery, demonic, evil, like fire, hellfire. It's actually a cold, freezing, like wasteland. Also in Norse mythology, the hell of Norse mythology, where Loki is kept and poison, whatever. It's not like if you don't go to Valhalla, you go to this place and you are in this frozen, like little like cavern, and it's awful, and you have to drink your own urine, and there's poison get dripped into your eye, and the only reason that hell is like hell, fire, devil, blah. Some of it's like evangelical kind of like, hellfire, you'll burn, witcher hunters and whatever, but hell is actually a frozen wasteland. So and also the term, I'll do it when hell freezes over.
But so they think he chose his costume to be a devil because it's something that revolves around heat, showing a strong desire to be warm.
Oh,
but I like that. But
I'm just like, because hell's actually frozen. Listen to my history lesson. It's like, no, because he wanted to be warm. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I mean, that could still work.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a representation of how he died.
This is true.
Yeah. But the question is, why was he frozen to death?
Maybe he got caught underneath the ice in Victorian eras. That happened a lot.
Dun,
Kids,
dun, dun.
Ice skates in the Victorian era
Weren't so dangerous.
They weren't made properly, so they would actually cut the ice.
Yeah.
And you could easily fall in.
Yeah. Or maybe, I know, maybe he's wearing the devil costume because that was he was killed in.
Well, actually,
maybe it was some kind of Halloween thing,
well,
or he was messing around dressed up as the devil, and they're like, devil, and they chuck him in the
here's
water.
the thing. That could actually happen because Halloween.
Very superstitious.
Halloween is not actually an American tradition. It's Celtic. And it's like
because it's Hallows Eve or something like that.
Yeah, it's All Saints. No, it's All Souls Day in the church. All Souls Day, All Saints Days afterwards.
My bad.
And so pretty much what it is people would dress up in masks of and give out offerings to the dead because the spirits would rise up. So they would dress in like devil costumes and monsters. So then the spirits would know that, not to like take over them. Whoever didn't wear it would be like, taken into the land of the dead or something like that. So they
really like that. That's
they wore the costumes. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong anybody, but I'm pretty sure they wore the costumes to either like celebrate them or disguise themselves so they wouldn't be taken back to the land of the dead. Well,
maybe an idea with that then is his family have moved from where they were from and they celebrated that, and depending on the timeline he died in, they still respected that tradition. Yeah, and the people there were like, devil.
Well, here's the thing. That actually kind of did happen with
I like that idea.
The Protestants when they came,
the Protestants
when they took over England and everything, they were like
Protestants, Catholics.
Yeah, fully. Like a lot of the time,
the weather report in Horror Histories, it was great. Continue.
Horror Histories is great. A lot of the time, All Hallows Eve and All Souls Day, a lot of it would be taken over by the church, and the church would be like, you're a witch. So the kid, because there was actual witch hunters like hired by the church to find witches, and so if there was a kid dressed up as the devil, they'd be like, well, or maybe he was out, trick-or-treating or something, and he got caught out in the cold.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
It's a lot of speculation.
Yeah. Okay, so Shock. This is the witch. This is the little witch girl. I've seen a few things about this. One was electrocution because that relates to her name. Because I reckon maybe these kids knew each other.
Of course.
Yeah. I like the idea that they knew each other in their lives.
Okay.
Maybe they were all kidnapped and they were killed in different ways. during Halloween because they were all Halloween costumes.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So, where is it? So her lips are pale, kind of purple, which happens when you die of any cause besides 3 things: burning, freezing, and drowning.
Okay.
So she couldn't have been any of those things.
Well, here's the thing. Oh wait, what color are her lips?
Purple.
Okay, so it couldn't be drowning because if she
No,
was
but it could be suffocation
Uh-huh.
from committing suicide.
Oh,
Well, because the lip stops going to the
So
blood
why
stops going to your lips.
if she's a kid, why would she kill herself?
I don't know, but
I mean-
society.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe they didn't. Okay. Here's my theory. Maybe they didn't know each other. Maybe they all died as kids. So they're like,
Yeah.
hey, we're kids. We're spirits. It's crazy.
Maybe, yeah.
So maybe because she was dressed up like a witch, a lot of the time, witches, 3 ways to be killed.
Witches were hanged.
Witches were hanged, they were burnt, or they were dropped in the lake with a stone around their ankle, or put in a bag.
Because something about because they thought they were really, really light. So if they floated up, it was a witch. And if you didn't come up, they weren't a witch, but we proved it. She's dead, but we proved it.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of the time,
Bad
witches
way.
were hung.
Yeah.
Or stoned to death, whatever. But a lot of time it was hung, burnt, or drowned,
Yeah.
which would make sense that she looks like a witch.
Yeah.
Maybe
I kind of like that.
it's pretty interesting
that's pretty
because
interesting.
both if we think about with the little devil guy, it could be the church going nah witchcraft and then she could be looking like a witch because she practices, or her family were, because all the time Romany travelers or gypsies or whatever they were called,
Yeah.
what's the respectable name for them, they were prosecuted as witches because of their beliefs, so a lot of them want to be hanged and trialed and quartered and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Well, I've got a bit of a theory that I've just come up with in my head, but I need to get to Oogie first.
What about the third kid?
I know. I'm doing the third kid, then Oogie.
Oh, okay.
So Barrel was drowned because he
Okay.
also kind of shows the same symptoms as Locke, where he's got the the palest skin, and when you're drowned, your lips change color and they become green, and your hair is slight seaweed
here's
color to it.
Oh, you know what? Maybe because they're all, 3 kinds of burning, hanging, and drowning. These are all types of punishment for witchcraft.
Yeah.
In the medieval ages,
Yeah.
which they could be witches.
Yeah, so they're all persecuted as witches, maybe.
I like that.
I like that idea as well.
But why are they kids? That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't kids and they're just. I don't know. What's your theory?
Okay, so Oogie, they say he was skinned to death for some reason.
Oh,
Because that makes sense.
why has he got bugs though?
Because he's an empty skin.
Oh,
It's been sewn back together.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nasty.
Yeah. It's definitely nasty.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
I'm listening.
So the thing is, those 3, they don't listen to anyone except Oogie.
You're right.
So I'm wondering, is there a reason to that besides the fact that he's really, really scary?
I mean, maybe they're related, or
I was thinking, what if they weren't, what if they were kidnapped, and Oogie was the one who killed them? Because it would make sense that they're so terrified of him.
But why was he skinned?
I don't know. Maybe something happened.
Or maybe he. Well, here's the thing. Maybe he died in the wilderness and he was eaten by bugs. That could happen. Oh, shit.
It makes
Sorry,
sense why he has an
microphone.
affinity to bugs, because they seem to have an affinity with the things that killed them.
And as I said beforehand, a lot of the people, how they would die is what they now personify in the afterlife.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh,
Yes.
what? So he kidnapped the kids, right? How would you kidnap a kid? You put him in a Hessian bag.
Oh my god.
And
That's so good.
and he buried the kids. And what do you find underground? A bugs. Fam.
That is really, really cool. I like that idea. That's the only reason they're submissive and so terrified of him.
Yeah, and like here's the thing, maybe
Because no one else is terrified of him. Like, they hate him and they're like, mate, come on. But they're not terrified of him.
maybe he got caught and died in prison and rotted away, and then he came back here and personification of who he was as a person.
I like that. Actually, no, I seriously really like that.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Make it canon. Tim Burton.
Tim
Make
Burton,
it canon.
are you listening? Tim Burton, hello.
Hello. And the last one's Zero, which
Oh,
they
the
think
Bubba dog,
the
puppy.
yeah, they think maybe he was electrocuted because when you're just for whatever reason, he might have just been hit by lightning, but he's a bit of a spirity kind of smoky kind of ghost.
Yeah. Maybe he was caught in a fire with Jack.
Maybe,
The
yeah.
house was burning down and they burnt down together.
Surely lightning struck the house.
I mean, it could have.
Yeah.
Maybe he was burnt at the stake.
Yeah, but they also think maybe it was electrocution because his nose is kind of like a light bulb.
Why would the dog be electrocuted?
I don't know. Maybe just lightning hit it for
Maybe.
whatever reason. Or maybe there was a live wire open or something around the house.
True.
There is always a way for someone to die in a certain way.
This is true. Is there any more people?
Nope, those are the main ones really that we see.
I think we will go on break right now and we'll come back to you with some more Tim Burton theories.
We've been going for an hour.
And we'll wrap it up there. Why are you not working for me?
It's not responding, that's why.
I've tried to give up cigarettes before and ended up really hanging out for a smoke. This time it was easy. You're a miracle worker, Pete.
I wanted to stop smoking. Had a session with Peter and with his help I stopped smoking. No fuss, no bother, no bull. I'm very happy.
Now I can go to the pub with my friends and not feel a need to smoke.
Peter, I still haven't had a smoke since the day I saw you in June 2004. And I don't feel like one either. More smokers should do what I did and give it away.
Those are just a few of the comments from smokers who've quit tobacco smoking without any withdrawal pains with Peter Zapfella at www.skypetherapy.pro. You can quit cigarettes without any nicotine withdrawals in just one easy online session. Available worldwide 24/7. Go to www.skypetherapy.pro. That's skypetherapy.pro. Quit now.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
That was actually a pretty good ad. Smoking's really bad, guys.
Don't smoke.
Don't smoke. Seriously. I've seen the effects of it. It's not.
So have I.
Exactly. It's not nice.
Not good. I have I have been told by our lovely producer Russell to talk about one of my hobbies actually.
Which one?
Live action role play.
Oh, you LARP.
So I'm not going to be here next week because I am going out to be a big nerd. So either we're going to play a backup episode or we're going to have a special guest and we'll see what's going to happen. So I'm not going to be in because I'm going to be doing WA's biggest LARP event, which is live action role play. Live action role play is
so cool. I wish I had the money to do it.
I barely have the money. I pay for it at the start of the year, so it's not good. It's pretty much a game of adult make-believe, and it can go from anywhere to fantasy medieval to sci-fi or, eldritch horror, cowboy.
Eldritch
There's a parlor LARP. There's a small cowboy LARP in Perth.
That's really
I think
cool.
it's like Boondocks Hill or Boot Hill. I think it's Boot Hill. It's very cool.
Yeah, there's plenty of LARP campaigns all over the place.
Yeah, there's the main one that's here is called War Hearts.
Is that the one you do?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's every third week, and it's at the Windy Community Centre. It's $15 if you have a LARP West membership, $20 if you don't, or you can just come along and watch. You don't have to come and kit. You can be a non-playable character. You can be a mook, which is someone who just helps out.
Yeah, mook.
Yeah, mook.
Does anyone here? Did you ever watch Kick the PJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, mook.
Wiggles the clown. Yeah, I love Wiggles.
Oh my god,
dude! Kick the
his
PJ.
short films are
so
amazing.
good.
He's so creative.
Yes, but
I haven't watched them in ages.
with LARP, so War Hearts is like, it's from I think it's like 10 to 5 on a Sunday every few Sundays. We're not going to have one the rest of this month because we have Shattered Worlds, which is what I'm going to next week, and it's from Friday to Sunday. And if you want to stay Monday, but usually people kind of don't.
Friday to Sunday, I
You
make the girls go
wow.
wild.
To Friday to Sunday, dude. I met Justice Crew. They came to my to Karatha and they performed for us.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah. I was like, oh man, Justice Crew, you're cool. Like, nah, you're cool, Rachel. I'm like, oh It was really cool.
Does anyone remember Reese Maston?
Oh, I hate him. He's the
He
worst.
just dropped off the face of the earth.
I know. So
there was one song of his I loved. I can't remember which one, but I
so
loved
with Shattered Worlds, it goes like from like Friday to Sunday, and it's in character. It's all day. There's huge battles that go more than like usually a battle goes for about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
At War Hearts.
Yeah.
But with Shattered Worlds, this is my first time going, and I'm really excited. It goes for about it can go for an hour to like 20 minutes. It can be as long or as short as you want. And there's certain pantheons and groups and things that you belong to. Now, it's a lot of lore. And excuse me, I had a burp. It's a lot of lore that you have to learn. But you can just skim through it.
Hashtag worth it.
And if you're a newbie, you can go to the Golden Gate and they assigned you a pantheon or a gang or whatever. I'm with the witches with this, and with the witches, you have to have like a
How did I get?
yeah, me with the witches.
Never.
I'm crazy. You're crazy. With the witches, you get assigned a totem animal. You get to pick yourself in your backstory. I have chosen a badger because they're a sign. They're a sign of aggression and like rage, fucking rage.
But it's not rage. What are you talking about?
But
Hufflepuff is a badger.
Well, here's the thing. Hufflepuff is also rage and aggression, but it's also caring and loyalty and family and healing.
It's essentially we're really nice people, but if you piss us off, you better run.
Pretty much.
You better run.
Yeah, and if you don't have anything to wear, there's a lot of people in communities who are happy to help you make things. Making tabards are super easy.
Yeah.
Like cloak patterns are super easy as well. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey because this is like the last minute tickets, $150 right now. But if you want to go next year, when they first go on sale, they're about $85, and then in August they are about $95, and then
is that $85 for the entire year?
No, so Shattered Worlds is I think once or twice per year, and with Shattered Worlds the ticket includes like you get to go to the tavern for free, you get all like your coins and your campment and everything.
Okay.
Sometimes your pantheon and your warband will provide food for you, which
that's cool.
is gonna be great. But you have to bring water because there is no running water there. Bring a tent, bring a swag. It's a lot of fun. But if you don't
bring your swag.
But if you don't want to come to a LARP your first time and you're like, oh, I don't know, come to War Hearts. You don't even have to. You can just watch, and everyone's super friendly and always happy to, tell you what's going on.
Yeah,
you can
message
always
our
watch.
page, and I'll send the Rachel. I'll pass the message on to Rachel, and maybe.
Yeah, look up War Hearts on Facebook or Shattered Worlds on Google. You can even just can you not stop? Or just the Perth LARP page. Everyone's super inviting, and we're always willing to have new people. It's a lot of fun. You get to be a character. You can be pretty much anybody you want. Just don't be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's my little advertisement of why I'm not going to be here next week. I'm so sorry you're going to miss out on my beautiful voice.
What a shame.
Wow. All right. Hey, I carry the show, goddammit.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Hello. Yes, I need to go. I'm going to get murdered. But yes.
No, you probably do, not going to lie.
No.
I mean, my friends watch it more than your friends, but
Yeah.
Whoever you carry the show, but I carry the audience.
Hey, yeah. Any of my friends who are listening to this, well, good on you because no one else listens to it. I'm joking. But yes, we're doing a final wrap up on our thoughts on Tim Burton theories and how we feel about it all. Would you like to start us off, Sage?
Honestly, I don't think there's much to wrap up except what we said. But there's so many more movies that we can talk about.
There's
but
so much.
Obviously, we're going to end it here.
Yeah, we focus on the more Halloween sort of themed movies.
Yeah. He's such a good director.
Oh, honestly.
He's amazing. And I love every single movie of his that I've seen.
I didn't like Mrs. Pettigrew Homes for Children.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Alice in Wonderland, but that's because it was Disney.
Yeah,
I don't really count it because I don't count a lot of Disney
and I'm
live
not a
action
big fan of
movies.
Alice in Wonderland anyway. I just think it's a very overrated sort of
no,
everyone's like,
definitely.
oh my god, Alice in Wonderland, oh my god. And I'm
I've never been an Alice in Wonderland fan. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, not a big fan either. Like, it's cool concept, but it's not my thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I love Tim Burton. I love the way he can carry through a theme and aesthetic, and like the way he portrays his character through animation and in film, because not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah.
You look at it, you go, I can see this as an animation. I can see this as a live action.
Except Nightmare Before Christmas.
You could do it.
I mean, can you imagine that though?
That would be amazing. Just face paint. Or like practical effects. No CGI. I would hate if Nightmare Before Christmas was CGI.
Well, with Jack, the thing is,
you could face paint, man. Imagine that. How cool would that look? Or like a
That would be
prosthetic
so cool.
mask.
Yeah, that'd be really, really cool.
Like kind of what they did,
Oh my God.
like Maleficent with the cheekbones.
Yeah, that'd
you
be
know?
really, really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I actually really want to see that now. Beetlejuice 2?
Oh yes. Oh my God, the practical effects, and some of it's CGI as well. But in Beetlejuice, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, because I feel like when you have a movie or any kind of movie, you need to be able to balance out the CGI and the actual effects.
Exactly.
You can't have constant CGI. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It's just, it's not.
But he
good.
balances that well.
Exactly, and Beetlejuice is a very good representation of that.
Yeah. I remember we were talking about Sweeney Todd and the blood in it.
Yeah. Okay. So with Sweeney Todd, it's not like it doesn't look like real blood. It more looks like paint, but that's for the aesthetic. And if it was blood, you'd be
I
like,
don't even think it's
"Ugh."
the aesthetic. I think one of the reasons is because it contrasts so well. Like everything's so dark and dreary, but blood represents life, and there's life being drained from them. So it makes sense that it's brighter than everything else around them. And I like that idea.
Yeah, I think it's a
it
cool
might not
idea.
be what he was going for in the slightest, but I like that idea
I
that it
feel
was
like-
deliberately stylized like
Yeah,
that.
I really like that. I love the bit where they're singing. He's just like slitting throats and singing. I was like, hell yeah.
Yep.
Pretty women.
Oh God, it's such a good.
So good. We were watching it, and I went to the bathroom. Like, oh my God, my hair looks like Sweeney Todd because I have like super curly hair.
It's
and
really
it was,
cool.
It was just, poof, and I was like, damn, I got Sweeney Todd hair. I'm like, hey Sage, you want a haircut? All right, I think that's what we're gonna be wrapping it up for today. I will not be here next week. We might do a backup episode, or you might have a special guest in.
Yeah, so we might have Pixar Theory, or we might have something else. It depends. If
Yes.
you hear Pixar Theory, it's because Rachel wasn't here and I didn't get a backup person.
Yeah, so I won't see you next week. We'll see you the week after. Enjoy your
Skip boppy doo, but thanks for listening to Qua
spooky. Oh, that didn't work.
and the F4.
You told me, boy, look the other way. Told me, boy, bite your tongue. Yes, that's not the way. Yeah, that's not the way. Oh, it's just not the way that friends behave. Just not the way that friends behave. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. You line me up across the room. Two falling sparks, one willing fool, and I always knew that I would love you from afar. You told me, boy, look the other way. Told me, boy, hide those hands. Well, I've been living on the crumbs of your love, and I'm starving now. That is just the way that we remain. Oh, that will be the way that we remain. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. You line me up across the room, two falling sparks.
It's not very big, but it's a starting step.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm just looking around here, would it be could say for small get video stuff, would it be more talk show as in behind a desk kind of talk show or on a couch talk show?
I really don't mind. Like, my first inclination was I was going to green screen this section of the wall, like all the way across here and across here.
Yeah.
And the reason why Who wants to do the Okay, I'm really entertaining the girls to switch it back to auto DJ when their show's finished, because that makes dead air.
Skypetherapy.pro. Quit now.
The fat boys are coming, the bad boys are coming.